Welcome to the second episode of the road to Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. What's up, you guys? It's Jonathan Carter, and today we are talking about Mission Impossible 2 in the second episode of the road to Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. If you missed my review on the first Mission Impossible, I'll link that somewhere up here. And if you're just joining for this video, I am reviewing each Mission Impossible movie weekly leading up to the newest one, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, this May. Before doing this rewatch series, I had only seen 3 Mission Impossible movies: Mission Impossible 3, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, and Mission Impossible Fallout. I really did enjoy all of those entries, but I never really stopped to watch all of the movies leading up to like the new one coming out. And so with this channel, I thought, why not do that? This is a great opportunity to kind of stop and watch all of these movies and talk about them weekly, building up this hype to the new film. So with that being said, please be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. That would really help me out a lot. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify if you like podcast versions of reviews. If you've seen Mission Impossible 2, let me know your thoughts on the movie in the comments. That being said, without further ado, let's jump into this review. Okay, y'all, if Mission Impossible 1996 was a 90s movie, Mission Impossible 2 is a 2000s film. This is some of like the wackiest stuff I've ever seen put into an action movie, and it feels so disconnected to the original 1996 Mission Impossible. Like the style of the movie, like the score, we've done away with a simplistic score. I shouldn't say simplistic, but like a very well done, like understated score in the original 1996 Mission Impossible, and moved into this like rock version of the Mission Impossible theme that is like played throughout this movie. Tom Cruise, Ethan Hunt, while he does have great hair in this movie, shout out to long hair, I'm growing mine out right now, he is a complete different character than he is in the first Mission Impossible movie. Truly the only thing that these first two entries share in this series honestly feels like the name, like the Mission Impossible brand, because if this movie was named something else, like it would not even be in the same universe as the first 1996 movie. That original movie is tense. It is like a thriller, kind of espionage, spy, double-crossing, whodunit type of thing. All of that, majority of that is gone and replaced in this movie. You get way over-the-top action. With Tom Cruise like barely doing any action stunts in that first movie, this is all just flips and crazy kicks, and there's like doves flying around and stuff. And look at this action scene. My brother in Christ, what did I just watch? Tom Cruise definitely still has the charisma of Ethan Hunt that he had in the first movie, but basically everything else is completely different. He's more of a playboy. There's not really like anything serious about this movie. The plot is overly convoluted with this like virus that is going to take over the world, and you get like double mask reveals, and it's really easy, if you're not paying attention, it's really easy to lose the plot of this movie because it's almost literally non-existent. And I wouldn't be surprised if these action scenes were the first thing written and then they kind of just like filled in the plot behind the movie. This movie, Mission Impossible 2, the series has not hit its stride yet by this second entry. Like, because again, these first 2 movies feel so disconnected. There's not a clear like story or universal narrative pulling these 2 movies together. You could fully watch this second movie without watching the first one, and you would not be confused. If I'm not mistaken, I think Mission Impossible 3 is kind of when the series like identity starts to reveal itself and it really kind of gets into gear. If I'm not mistaken, if it's not Mission Impossible 3, it's definitely Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, where the series like really like starts to take off with what it's going to be in the future. And while it does expand slightly on Ethan Hunt's character, like that it shows that he is like still like brains over brawn type of thing over just good looks, really besides that, there's no favors done in this movie that help like the overall narrative and universe of the Mission Impossible series. So this definitely, after first watch of this movie, it kind of feels like the odd like stepchild cousin of like the series. You can see the rest of the movies are like, yeah, this movie happened in our universe, but like we're just gonna kind of leave it over there. We're not really gonna talk about it. Like, that's basically how this one feels, and I can completely understand why Tom Cruise and the rest of the production team would want to do that, because this is a very odd, uneven, like so bad that it's good kind of watch. Like, look at this opening sequence. Like, am I crazy? Very, very different from the first movie. This movie somehow rips off like the biggest scene from the first movie, and it does it worse. Like, I don't know how your movie is newer and your special effects, your CGI looks worse than a movie that came out in the 90s. Like, if you're gonna try to copy something, at least make it like of equal value, or if not better. It is very, very weird. So, wrapping this one up, the verdict. This was a very odd watch in the Mission Impossible series. Again, this movie definitely steps into like so bad that it is good territory, but it feels so disconnected from anything Mission Impossible universe-wise. And honestly, like, I'm not saying if you skip any entry going into like the newest Mission Impossible movie if you're doing a watch. But if you were going to do that, I think this would be the one to skip. This is like, it's really odd, y'all. It feels like almost a parody of what this series becomes. So all that being said, I'm gonna give Mission Impossible 2 a 3.5 out of 10. I really was not the biggest fan of this movie, but if you do enjoy this movie, let me know, or if not, if you agree with me, let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. If you missed the first Road to Mission Impossible, I'm gonna link that right here with the playlist over here as well. Please be sure to like and subscribe. That would really, really help me out a lot, you guys. And all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all.